Hello, that's YouTube, and welcome back to the channel where we are building the city of Carborg. This is episode 21 of me building the city skylines, vanilla city skyline city. Some people want to argue it's not fully vanilla anymore because we're using a couple of mods, but we're still fully using vanilla assets. Yeah, what are we doing today? Today, I thought we're doing the following, and that is expanding this little district here, which is the Primrose District. An area that is low in density, and pretty much the idea that I have now is to crawl up with this area over into this direction and build a nature reserve park right in this area, which goes over the river where we can place some tents and all of that stuff over here on this island. Last episode was maybe a little bit too long, and yeah, mostly me talking and doing things again, which I said I will do and then I didn't do, and you know, all of that stuff. So hopefully today is going to be a little bit different. I will probably talk a little bit less, just build, and there's going to be a lot of time lapse. So yeah, I thought why not jump straight into that. Let's go. Okay, ending the first very quick time lapse over here. So what we're now having is a very rough area, but I think as soon as the buildings are going to be there, this is somewhat gonna even out. I'm actually planning to because as you see, this is somewhat of a collector, so I'm planning to do this crawl up here, maybe with a little bit of waterfront. So let's see if we can do that and actually go into the terrain and even this all up. So it's gonna be nice and even, and then we can create a nice key wall over here and have it crawl around here and have this like one somewhat of a connector. Which is going very close to the waterfront. I'm probably gonna take this somewhat straight up here, and then we can plan for the we can plan for the nature reserve park up over here. I actually had some issues with electricity, so I might have to adjust some things over on this side with the network, because there's more electricity over here, so maybe we also just like take a power line over, but this is future me's problem, I guess. What I'm gonna do now, and then I'm gonna go straight back into like doing the timeline, the time lapse. It's kind of like adding this this fence up here for what is the train line, and that is pretty much what I'm doing. Because like is right now is, you know, people, if their house is here, they could just like walk over and then there's gonna be a fence. That is not supposed to be the case. So let's see. Well, we don't have the airport fence yet, so let's take the oil industry fence, and where it is kind of like straight. How does this look? Will this keep people out? Yes, I think so. Or maybe, how does the ore industry fence look instead? Just want to see the difference. I mean, both depend on like from which side I'm going to build it, and it's gonna be better if I build it from like ref to light, from right to left. So let's take the oil industry fence again, because then we have it this way, and then it's going this way. This looks a little bit better. Okay, so I'd say from right to left. Yeah. This is good, and then we can still put some trees and all of that stuff like right next to it, so there's a little bit of a noise a little bit of a noise cancellation. I'll actually only do it up until here now, because I don't know yet where, if we have this street like across this again up over here. And I said from right to the left, so let's do it again over here, and there we have the fence. Awesome. Cool. Let's take it all the way up here, so it's going to be fine. I think it's gonna be like, I can curve it like this. We'll do the same over on this side. And yeah, this looks quite alright. Can I still just take it straight here? Like have it go right towards the edge so no one can access this. Cool. Let's take our forest brush, add some forest up on this hill, like some vegetation. Let's actually do it on both sides and have these trees act as a natural sound buffer. Nice. I also plan to probably take the metro, or like have the metro, like one of the metro lines take off here again and split. So let's see how this will work. But yeah, now let's go back into and I'll do this like on cam for now. So let's level out the terrain. Also take the brush strength. Let's take this. Not 100% sure. Actually, like, let's take this landmass. Then we'll first see like how we'll deal with the flooding. And if this will flood, let's press play and see what happens. Let's see what happens. What happens if I take... Wait, where are we lower? Let's take this one. So just like get it off. And our academic gear report. Awesome. Let's actually have a quick look at how we are looking with the Carborg Institute of Technology. Campus attractiveness is there. We need one more academic works and a couple more students to level this up to level 4, which we can hopefully do at some point soon. Yeah, this... I'm not happy with it. I am not happy with it. Can I just continue to do it like to take the soil away here? Because if it's deeper, right, it shouldn't like flow over on this side anymore. Right, this is how it's supposed to work then. Okay, let's we'll figure these things out later. I'll go into yeah, this is not what I intended to do. Let's do it like this, so at least the water disappears from here. We hopefully don't have the tunnel flooded. Yeah, this is not working out as I hoped it would. Do I just have to, I don't know, take another few layers, like press it in here? Like this? It seems like this is somewhat going to work. Somewhat. Let's see. Okay. In the meantime, I will start building out this because we're getting another demand for residential. And then hopefully in the time lapse, I can fix the rest of the stuff up over here and build a nice key wall. So let's go. Okay, so we've done a little bit of a different thing over here. As you can see, I have somewhat established a grid, and there is going to be a metro station over here. But the main plan of what I want to do, and I know that there's no water yet, I will change that in a second. So, I will think this area over here. I'm not yet sure like what this will look like. I think we're actually going with, yeah, just more European suburbia. If anything happens here as well, European suburbia. But what I wanted to do is, in terms of like the districts, looking at a leisure specialization. Also, I could, and have this a little bit like a, yeah, nighttime district. So yeah, just being a little different. Let's see how these things will go. So let's fill these in. It's kind of interesting to like see what comes up here. And probably also have a couple of like offices in between. But yeah, we'll see how these will look like. Probably fill in some trees and some other stuff over here. But yeah, let's see. I'll put water first, because otherwise our Sims will complain. And like I wanted to add the road already for. Again, it's another one of those episodes where I'm not doing what I wanted to do. I know, I'm sorry. But yeah, I think we'll have to wait with the nature reserve park until the next week. And first get one of those things that we want to get up over here. How can we ensure that electricity jumps over? That is the other bigger question. Yeah, maybe this will be enough for now. So let's see if this will make things jump over. Then over on this collector here, I will put more and more office buildings. A little bit of an office corridor. And then we'll see how this will look like. We should be at the point soon where electricity is jumping over. It's a little bit of a different area. So what's coming in here? Reflex Gym. Culta. A diner. Café Paris. Oh, this is a nice corner. A nice building. I just make it historical, because why not? Oh, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. Alright, meanwhile, let's look into our underground line that we want to have here, because this is what I'm planning where the M4 will continue. So kinda, I think once we're underground here, I kind of want to go parallel to this. Okay, let's see if we can get somewhat close of an 180-degree angle. Yes, we can. Right, let's take the freeform tool a little bit and curve this way. Then we go straight. How is the distance too short? I don't get it. This can also still go a little bit straight. And then we'll take the curve tool. And hook it in here nicely. Cool, now let's grab our I wanna get the green one. No, I mean the yellow one. Okay. now I can move this one up over here. This is the tricky thing with, like, once you have two lines stopping at the same stop. Okay, now it looks good. Perfect. Let's see how things are looking here. Is the power jumping over? Power seems to be jumping over. And then we also should have trains arriving over here. Let's see where the train maybe currently is. Where's the M4? Let's have a look. Okay, the train now moves into the right direction. I mean, it also did before. But we should be able to see it come up over here quite soon. And we're having electricity issues. This, I think, is what I was speaking about earlier. And water issues as well, because for some reason the water doesn't fully cover this, but yeah, we need to fix our electricity. How do we best do this? Actually, I would probably put some of those in here because it's some nice green energy, and then just connect it over here and connect it up this way. And then we have both areas connected, and now there shouldn't be any electricity issue anymore. We're coming to a water and sewage issue at some point soon, but this is something that we're not gonna worry about today. And yeah, this is gonna be a nice little area, I guess, like ice cream parlors and all of that good stuff. We should probably add a few like parks in between here and there. Something that we can add nicely over here is maybe this botanical garden. And then, no, can never do wrong with a dog park somewhere. So let's put the dog park up here. And for now, this should be alright. And we can add some more, like, playgrounds and all of that stuff later up over here. This is somewhat of a tall building. Probably should have checked like for all of the offices that are coming in here. So it's not like fully blocking the view. On the other hand, there's like this old oil thing over here. So yeah, doesn't matter too much for now. But yeah, I think, because as I already mentioned, like I don't want to make this episode like super long, even though I've already been involved in doing all of the, you know, time-lapse stuff. I think what we're doing is, or the last thing that we're doing is we'll take the road up here a little bit, and then shall we already like place an entry for our nature reserve park? Yes, let's do it. Why not? I said at the beginning of the episode I will do it. Actually should do it. So why not? Let's take this road and extend it a little bit up here. Actually, and at this point I want to take it... I want to take it straight. Now we're taking... actually updating this here, so we're getting some crosswalks. And now we're looking into the parks, into our park areas. There we have the nature reserve. So what do we need? We need a main gate. Let's build this. Yeah, I think straight here. Let's take the park area and extend it. And then we'll see this, like, hopefully grow nicely and better than, you know, all of the things that we did before. Cool. I mean, of course, there's water missing, so let's connect those. Actually, with the demand that we're currently having, we can maybe even take the electricity further by just, I don't know. Now, for now, I'll just draw in a temporary power line over from this area. I think that is probably the best. There's still a great demand in terms of residential. So before we finish the park and all of those things, let's I mean, this looks a little bit like a nice and sophisticated area. So why not add a tennis court over here? And let's give it a small playground. Like right here in the middle. And then these areas we fill up again with residential. Because the demand is high, we need more residents, as I already mentioned. That's why I got this tile. And now let's go over to our park, to our nature reserve. So one thing that I want to do is I want to take this bridge out, like over onto this island. Because I think this is the main kind of like attraction, like the main thing that is happening here. For this nature reserve. Alright, we have hooked our paths in. We have all of these tents and campfires. Campfire side. Let's hook in some tents and see how this works. But it's kind of like a nice idea. And when I saw this island, I thought like, oh yeah, this is maybe perfect. You know, just like being on this this little island alone. It's going to be some cool things that we can do here. All right. How is this park looking? entertainment is enough there until the next level. They just need visitors, so we can leave this be. It should all be fine. We'll add a little bit more of commercial because this is what we need alongside of this collector. And then we're good. And yeah, now I think I'm gonna like continue detailing things up a little bit. Adding in a little bit more of, I mean, there's not a lot to detail up, to be completely honest. So yeah, adding in a little bit more, I don't know, fences where fences are needed. Kind of like over here maybe. Yeah, put in some little trees so it all makes sense, and then we're ready to finish up the episode. Alright, yeah, build a few little other things, and I know, of course, it's more bid, or whatever the English word for that is, placing the cemetery and the crematorium right next to the elder care. But this is how we roll in Carborg. Added a nice large playground over here for all of the kids that are in the child healthcare center. But yeah, overall, this district is slowly but surely, yeah, growing nicely. Can also still add a few more houses and stuff up over here. Let's see. I'm hesitating to like put houses here because I think it's gonna be like a little bit too noisy. Let's see in a bit. So I'll keep a few of those areas still somewhat empty, I guess. Somewhat. But yeah, overall, I'm quite happy with where we are going this episode. A lot of this is going to be, yeah, just lots of low residential, building out the city, getting more and more to the next threshold that we have to get to. Oh, and we don't have a fire, but now everything over here is flooded. And they are just chilling. Well, this is certainly not as it's supposed to be. I'm a little bit confused as to why that is happening. There should probably be, I don't know, a flood wall or something like this. But it seems to slowly but surely go away. I should think about like how to solve this issue. But yeah, overall, as already mentioned, I think we're getting to a nice point. Yeah, there's quite a few people now using this metro station and the M4, which is kind of cool. Let's see if we can catch one of the trains coming in here, or yeah, because that would be nice. Over here. But yeah, other than that, I think that is gonna do it for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy this content, you know, I would always be happy if you, of course, like and subscribe. Helps out the channel massively. Other than that, as I've probably mentioned this in the last episode, and right now you're seeing a few videos coming up way pre-recorded. So by the time you're seeing this video, I think I recorded this like 1.5 or 2 weeks ago. There's the M4 coming. Because I'm currently on a business trip and there isn't as much time to record than that I usually have. But yeah, and due to the business trip as well, there's only 1 episode per week as to the usual 2. So yeah, apologies for that, but you know, if you still want to help the channel out, thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio!